We wake up on a cold Yosemite morning with some big ambitions to take on some of the most scenic hikes. However, like a lot of adventures, things don't always go as planned. Lucky for us, the van always provides some much needed flexibility. If you're interested to see how Yosemite can still be great even if you take it easy, keep watching.
Gadget, do you want to get up? Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I want to stay in bed too. You're smart. Please don't get up, Daddy. You are my personal heater. Yes, I know, Gadget, I know. Yep, personal heater. But getting ready to start our day. It's a pretty good morning, but it was pretty cold last night. It was probably in the low 30s last night. But it's a beautiful morning. Campground looks a little bit more full than normal. You can see all that condensation on my window. It was pretty cold, but yeah, we're gonna get started on our day.
Normally, Liz and I would just eat in the van, but today we wanted something hot, so we drove over to Yosemite Valley and Degnan's Deli to kind of see what they had. We decided to get some coffee and a cinnamon roll. I feel like we should just get a coffee maker for the van. Liz thinks we should just keep it simple and only add the must-haves. Settle the debate for us and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now that we have a little bit of food in us, we're off to do the hike. First one today is the Upper Yosemite Falls.
So we're back in the van. We were making our way up the Yosemite Falls trail, but my ankle started to hurt real bad. I think I wore my boots wrong or did something yesterday that I shouldn't have. But today, I'm just not feeling it. I'm going to take an easy day and hopefully it'll heal for tomorrow.
We are going to take it an easy day and maybe do the Valley Loop Trail, which is just all flat for the most part. And then we're actually going to have a picnic right now at the El Capitan picnic area. So yeah, this is where we're at. So at least one of the advantages of staying on this low exercise day is we're stuck to all the paved trails for the most part, which means we can bring Gadget. And Gadget is, I'm sure, super happy that he gets to come along. Huh, Gadget? Yeah? Are you happy, Gadget? You get to come? Yeah, he looks happy. Anyway, and we do love bringing Gadget everywhere. Hold on, let me see what he's doing. He's not going to go too far. Oh my God, he's being brave. Look how brave this dog is.
If you have any questions or concerns about traveling with a dog in Yosemite, drop a comment below. I'm happy to share my thoughts and experiences on the matter. Yosemite Falls and Bridalveil Falls were pretty great, but this Bridalveil Fall is something else. Absolutely gorgeous. I feel really fortunate that thanks to all the California rain this year, we've been able to see this waterfall in all its glory.
Since we can't really do all the hiking and we don't feel really good up for it, we're just going to drive around the valley and catch the sights. But actually, so far it's been good. We've seen El Capitan, we've seen this waterfall right here, and yeah, I don't know, low exercise version. What do you think, Liz?
Yeah, not bad. Good in between for rest days.
Anyone really worried about there being too much hiking or too much exercise in Yosemite? I really do think you can just do what Liz and I did here. We took the van along the north side and south side drive, closely following the Valley Loop Trail. This allows you to see most of the really beautiful sights that are available in Yosemite without really straining yourself. And of course, it has the added benefit that you can always bring your furry companion along. After we finished that up, we headed to the Yosemite Theater to catch the short film, The Spirit of Yosemite. So we just came out of the Yosemite Theater where we watched The Spirit of Yosemite, which was a perfectly fine movie. It's about 20-25 minutes long. Wasn't the most exciting thing, but if you like that type of movie, it was perfectly fine way to kill time. But one of the things that struck me when we were in there was it's actually, since pre-pandemic, the first movie we've seen in a movie theater. Liz and I don't go to movie theaters very often anyway, but that was actually probably the first movie that we've seen since the start of the pandemic. I don't know, Liz, what did you realize that, or what are your thoughts on that?
I did have to fight the urge of not running out when I heard someone cough.
Yeah, I did think that was pretty weird in a movie theater of 100 seats at least, and it was pretty empty. The person just decided to kind of sit right next to us. I thought that was pretty strange. What were your thoughts on that person?
She touched my leg. She was trying to, find her way in the dark, but still.
Yeah, that's just odd. I can understand why she touched your leg. It's very sexy, but yeah, just weird. It's a strange situation. Just a tip for anyone who's in Yosemite. The internet service can be really spotty, but we have found that internet service for most of the 3 carriers is pretty good out by the visitor center. So as long as you're in that general area, you're probably pretty safe. We have a campsite in the upper campgrounds, and we have found that to be really hit or miss. Usually one of the 3 carriers might be working, but very rarely do you get very good cell signal there. Might be because of all the trees and whatnot, or just a remote location, but we decided to hang out until the end of the night over by the visitor center just because it's easier to get cell service. The sun's starting to set on a gorgeous Yosemite day. It's definitely not how we planned the day when we first woke up in the morning, but I really do think it all worked out for the best. We're going to head back to our campsite and call it a day. I think the lesson for today is when you go somewhere like Yosemite, it's very easy to fall into the trap of trying to optimize every last second that you can. There are so many things to go see, and you're surrounded by so much beauty that your natural inclination will be to try to pack in as much as you can while you're there. But that can be a huge mistake. Today, Liz and I went to go hike the Upper Yosemite Falls Trail, and because of Liz's injury, we just couldn't do it. At first, I was pretty disappointed we weren't going to be able to hike one of Yosemite's iconic trails, but in retrospect, I'm not sure why it bothered me. It forced us to kind of look at the alternatives, and the alternatives were pretty fantastic. We still got to see some amazing views like El Capitan and the Bridalveil Falls. Now, we got to do it on an easy path with the added bonus that we could bring Gadget along with us, and I absolutely love that. Now, tomorrow we may go back and go do the Upper Yosemite Falls Trail, or we may not, but it's there and it's waiting for us, and it's our choice. And I think so often when people go on vacation and things don't go right, they just need to take a breath and relax, because there's likely something equally exciting or great right around the corner. You just have to go take a look. And with that, it's time for bed. We're up bright and early tomorrow to see the sunrise from Tunnel View. Have a good night, and see you all tomorrow.